Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
What's your angle?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell, I'll escort you.
And what if I refuse?
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you. Were you bored sitting in prison? I think you'll have fond memories of this time in future. During your 6 months inside, quite a lot has happened. Rumor has it the king is dying, and that Montier and the prince can't agree on how to divide power. I sense that we'll be seeing a fresh batch of prisoners soon.
Hear what Gessim said? The dwarves refused to supply us with firewood. They ran off to who knows where.
Where could they run?
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything or you'll freeze to death. The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has struck Montpetrie. The quarantine is everywhere. Mages. You're a free individual now.
Bastian, why are you releasing the prisoners?
Larry, you blockhead. Didn't you hear? A messenger arrived today, all the way from Marcella.
I just came off duty.
Then you should know that he brought an order of release from the prince himself.
No need to shout.
So much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
My name is Ivor, leader of the famous Hounds of War, if that tells you anything.
Well, well. I heard a little more than that. As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
About time.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastian should have returned your money and belongings by now. If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
As you say, Warden.
Claudius's son actually turned out to have some mercy in his soul.
Have the lumberjacks brought us our fire? Halt! What are you doing here? You're not permitted to be wandering about like a stray cat.
I'm free now. The warden said you're to provide me with an armed escort.
So, Centurion, it's true. The warden received a missive from the prince ordering the provision of a guard troop for the prisoner. Former prisoner. Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being released.
Ah, well, I believe I have some laggards and troublemakers I can spare.
Can I go too? Oh, how I miss the sunny warmth of the capital.
No, Bastian, you're not rotten enough to let go. I can still make a decent guard out of you.
Perhaps you could give me a few fighting hounds as well.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds. Now, if we're talking about an exchange of gold for flesh, that's another bowl of kibble entirely. You'll get the best dogs in Nostria.
Hounds of War. Sounds familiar. Are they any good?
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast, but my fighting dogs are as fierce as the Warden himself. You won't regret a single gold piece spent on these animals.
Down, layabouts.
Do you like it? What do you need, human? A shovel, perhaps? Have you been sent to the stables, too?
No. The Warden ordered a weapon be made available for purchase. And a good one, mind you.
Oh, sacred forefathers. Why would I ever do that?
As of today, I am no longer a prisoner. Good Prince Adrian has ordered my freedom.
By Mactus's horns. This is the first time I've ever seen a human leave Crucis on their own 2 feet. If you got gold, treat yourself to something new. Go ahead. Easton didn't shortchange you on equipment. I warrant you'll survive the Albion Highlands. Go, human. May your body be as hard as flint, and your soul as clear as crystal.
Thanks for the kind words, Aston. May you be well too.
Ah, it's you. You're the one who poisoned that scoundrel Claudius. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Actually, I didn't exactly.
Don't be modest. You did a great thing here, and history will not forget you.
You seem to have lost your mind. Can you give me a horse?
All you're asking is a horse? Just a horse? Have no worry. You'll get our best. Saddle up quickly. You've probably forgotten how to ride after half a year in a cell.
You can go now. Actually, wait.
What is it?
I wanted to warn you about sentry golems. Be wary of them once you're past New Tyrene.
Golems? What are they doing outside the prison?
The mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. What they lack in brain, they make up in brawn. Since they don't know you've been released, they're liable to crush you. As you pass the southern ruins, find the Archer's squad commander, Ansel. A royal messenger said the squad will join you and augment your escort. I'm hoping that by the time you get there, they'll catch the marauder who's been raiding abandoned houses. Wonder why old Baron Garius didn't turn him into a chicken.
Is this Berengarius fellow another part of my escort? It's going to be quite the circus following me around.
That's up to his magicness. I have no authority over him. Perhaps he'll decide to leave these cold, inhospitable lands for the warmth of the Mage's Tower.
Come on, mount up. I picked out...
You were pleased to hear of Claudius's supposed death. Why?
Me? I simply despise tyrants. I hate living under a brutal regime. As for me, I've always preferred other methods of control. But what am I prattling about? I am naught but a simple stable boy. I mean, I never tyrannized horses by teaching to trot or canter. I used other methods of control. On horses. Yes, that's right.
Can it possibly be getting colder?
It's supposed to be summer, but every season may as well be winter here.
Why did they break off its hands?
Hey, you! Come over here.
What's with all this wailing?
Are you from Crucis? Quickly, come with us. Run.
I'm not going to bolt like a scared rabbit without knowing why. What is it?
I'm a lumberjack. We're nothing but dwarven woodcutters, honest. We cut down trees and send the lumber onto Crucis. The humans have all left the valley. Only us and a few locals remain. Stein is our chief. So then this Lupin, a man from Riggin, arrives at our village. He was stirring up trouble, trying to recruit the remaining human hunters to join him in his wicked deeds. Then Lupin's men seized the village. They captured Stein and are trying to start a fight with the dwarves. Things could easily turn bloody. We took them in purely out of kindness, and this is how they repay us. Disgusting! Help us! Quick, run!
These golems look sturdy. Maybe I should try to find their owner. I've handled worse. Now it's time to find Ansel. What's this? Some kind of protective sigil? The Bastille gates are to the left, and to the right I can see the Mage's Tower behind the houses. The town gates have been smashed. Nobody has lived here in many a year. That wind is bitter as it is cold. Seems nobody lives here anymore. I should have known better than to settle here. Ancient statues. Are they hiding some kind of secret? Back to square one. Magic. I won't be passing this way.
the creator, I've been heard. You solved the riddle of the portal, so you're definitely no dark spirit. Who are you, then?
A former prisoner. A weird sigil on the road led me here. Was that your work?
So it is, though my abilities aren't what they once were. Thankfully, I still had strength enough to inscribe the Morning Star. That's what led you to me.
Morning Star?
Morgus Thaumaturgical Catalog, of course. And the Ether Seal is holding the entrance to the cemetery shut. My name is Berengarius. My colleagues and I once attempted to warm the Albion Highlands with rune magic. My knowledge of the runes is vast, but it did not save me from an ice-rimed death. Look at what's left of me.
My condolences.
Ever since then, I've been waiting for people to return here, to the Town of Bliss. But I am bedeviled by the Dark Spirit and his servants, the cemetery ghouls. Long ago, I inscribed protective runes on every building. But since then, their power has dwindled. Soon, the Dark Spirit will freely roam the streets of Bliss. I am too weak in this form. Please, visit the different rooms and read the mantras of power. Argo vires imago. Hurry! The runes must be filled with power. If I had this...
I respect your... And you think...
I believe...
Right. Argo vires imago. Weird words. Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago. Is that right? Argo vires imago?
The protective runes weakened the Dark Spirit, allowing me to leave the tower. Yet I am still very weak. I believe I told you about his minions, the cemetery ghouls. They dig up graves and devour the cold bones of the dead. We must stop this desecration and destroy the spirit itself.
Are you asking me to do this?
Exactly. If the spirit banishes me, my research will never be completed, and Bliss will forever remain cursed. I promise that once you destroy the army of the Dark Spirit, every valuable remaining in our mage's abode will be yours. I am lifting the Ether Seal. You can now enter the cemetery.
probably flattered Claudius.
Damn
that's for
layabouts.
sure.
As if you've ever seen the kid. Carry on about your business.
Two twisted legs behind him.
Ha! Hardly. He's a great fat fella. Delivered and stooped.
Never speak such things aloud.
What is there to be afraid of? What can he do to me? Pack me off to Crucis like he did to his brother?
As soon as the war in Lorien calms down, my advice is to vote. What are you doing?
Do not tarry. Matters of historic proportion